Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today is day 70 of vibe coding every single day until I buy my family a house. We have done $40,286 over the last 70 days. You heard that right. Today is day 70 of vibe coding every single day until I buy my family a house. Over the last 70 days, we have shipped 2 apps. We have done $40,286 in revenue. We got monetized on X. We got monetized on YouTube. We've added over 8,000 followers on X. We've added over 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. We have over 70 members in the YouTube channel. We got retweeted by Elon Musk, the man himself. And let me make one thing abundantly clear. We are just getting started. So I need you to sit down. I need you to buckle up. I need you to grab an extra coffee, a heaping scoop of creatine, a heaping scoop of electrolytes. Don't forget the protein cold foam, at least 15 grams. Lock in, because today we're going to flex our discipline. We're going to flex our willpower. And we're going to just keep going. We're going to just keep going, baby. Wake up! Come on! Drop a W in the chat if you're vibe coding today. Drop a W in the chat if you're using Fable 5, GPT 5.6 Soul, Grok 4.5, Quen 3.8 Max, Kimi K3. Drop a W in chat. I need to see you guys. I need to know that you're here. I need to know that you're fully awake. Come on. Come. Let me see the W's in chat. Come on. Farouk says, Max, I'm using 3.6 Flash. What's the matter with you? I need you to wake up. What's the matter with you? That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, good morning, Lucky. Good morning, Paint. YouTube, Brandon Blue, my man. How are you doing today? Build with Maya says, I'm using Opus 5. Come on, wake up, Max. The Zarion, let's go, baby. We have Felipe in the building early today. Let's go. Steve Hensley, Slop Enjoyer, Sahil, Raw Gold Ranks is here. AK is here. Come on, people. Let's wake up. Let's get live. Hello. Can you hear me? Are we live? How we doing?
I can hear you. We're live and good to go. What do you want to tackle first?
I want to tackle a lot today. Can we please get a Grok agent opened up?
Your Grok agent is up and ready.
Okay, I need you to prompt Chase, the Grok agent. I need you to tell Chase that yesterday we built a headless mode for Claude Code. It works fantastic, but it kind of looks a little bit like AI slop. We also need to build it out for every single harness inside of the CNVS canvas that we are building live on stream. I need you to draft up a nice little plan of how we are going about getting every harness inside of this headless mode, if it's possible. So you're going to need to research all the harnesses and figure out if it's possible to get a headless mode set up for Claude Code Codex, Kimi K, Pi, OpenCode, all of these beautiful harnesses that we have inside of Canvas. Don't make any code changes yet. Let's draft up a plan and see what we got.
Chase has the plan request exactly as you sent it. When it replies, I can summarize the game plan and help you pick the next step.
Amazing. I need you to close Sky. I need you to close Rocky. And I need you to close Rubble.
All three are closed, and Chase is still on the board.
Incredible, incredible. I need you to open 3 Claude Code agents up now.
3 Claude agents are spinning up now.
And you know what? Screw it. Give me a Kimmy K agent also.
Your Kimmy agent is up and ready too.
All right, I need another Grok agent also.
Another Grok agent is ready and on the canvas.
Marshall, I want you to prompt Marshall, do a deep dive on our current Claude.md file. Why is it over 150,000 characters? That's way too long. Also, do a deep dive on Boris Cherny, the creator of Claude Code's recent presentation that he did on why you should delete your Claude.md file and figure out what we need to do here. Do not make any changes. Give me an ultra brief, ultra concise report back and tell me what we need to do moving forward here. Talk to me like an idiot, please.
Marshall's on it with your exact wording. When the report comes back, I can translate it into a super simple next step decision for you.
Okay, I need you to prompt Sky to do a little a deep dive on our current fleet mode and tell me what I don't know here as far as any potential side effects or any issues before I bundle this and ship this live to the masses. Remember, we have over 200 users using CNVS, Canvas, our agentic development environment. We cannot let them down. Make sure that everything is beautiful. Make sure that everything's locked in and perfect. Give me an ultra concise, ultra brief report back of what there is left to do, if anything. I need you to go deep, find any potential side effects, find anything that I'm just generally missing and overlooking.
Sky's digging into fleet mode with your exact request. When the report lands, I'll help you turn it into a simple ship or hold.
All right, that's enough. I need you to prompt Rubble right now that we have to get a volume slider. We have to have multiple volume sliders locked in the settings mode, okay? Inside of the settings modal, we need volume sliders for GPT real time. Grok, anything you hear inside of the app needs to have a volume slider built in so that I can perfectly manipulate the volume of the replay of all the sounds inside of Canvas.
Rubble has the instruction exactly as you said it. When it responds, I can help you turn it into a clean implementation plan. Nice. Both agents have finished up. Let me...
Okay, go to sleep for now. All right, guys, we need to wake up today. We need to wake up. We need to lock in. Come on. Come on. Let's fire some agents off. Let's get some work done here. What a crazy time. What a crazy time to be vibe coding, guys. Oh, my God. I didn't want to bring this up, but I have to tell someone. I have to tell someone. The gauntlet loop, okay, that's popularized by Matt Schumer. It made the Halo game that we played yesterday. It made the Nuketown game that I showed you guys. Type a 1 in chat right now if you guys know anything. Type a 1 in chat if you guys know anything about the gauntlet loop. Okay, we talked about it yesterday. Garlic Crouton, good morning. Thank you for being here. Are you kidding me right now? Mike says for 40K, you could buy... Where did that comment go? For 40K, you could already buy a nice prefab house from China. Let's go, baby. Send me the link in the Discord. Come on. YouTube Brandon Blue missed the last 2 days. Jesus. That's unacceptable behavior. All right. No one knows about the agentic gauntlet loop. Okay. Let me do an ultra fast recap. Saw your game on X and it looks so cool. Thank you. Let me do a real fast recap. Let me do an ultra fast recap, guys. Come on. Where's Matt Schumer? I didn't know anything about Matt Schumer before this. I'm not going to lie to you. I had no idea about Matt Schumer before this. He has like 300,000 followers on X, though. I probably should have known. Okay, the gauntlet loop. Come on, guys. This is very important. This is very, very important. The gauntlet loop. Okay, here's his game. Here's his game that he made with Opus 5 using the gauntlet loop. The gauntlet loop is extremely simple. It's pretty much exactly what I've been telling you guys for the last, I don't even know how many days. The last 30 days. Okay, it's very simple. It's very simple. He made that game with Opus 5. It ran for, I don't even know, 12 hours probably. Okay? Yesterday, I posted the game that we made using a very similar looping strategy. The Halo game. Okay. All right, our game is incredible. It's unbelievable. I don't know what to tell you guys. It came out so good. We played it live on stream, 5v5 team deathmatch. It was so fun. If Black Mamba is here this morning, I was tearing him up. I went through the VOD. I was tearing up Black Mamba. I was tearing up Price. I was tearing up Oscar. Everyone in the chat, I was tearing up. I was having so much fun. We literally made Halo 1, okay? And that is from the loop that is pretty much the same thing as this Agentic Gauntlet loop. So what you need to know here is it's very simple. Opus 5, if you go into a prompt with Opus 5 and you say, "Make me Halo," make no mistakes, you're going to get a dog shit response every single time. It sucks, okay? It's borderline the worst ever that it's been in a long time. If you go in and you say, "I need you to fan out. I want you to make me Halo 1. I need you to fan out as many sub-agents as possible." All those sub-agents are going to build individual aspects of the game. I need you to bring in a ultra-critical review agent to review each of those individual sub-agents' work. And I want you to compare their work to the real AAA game, side by side. And I want you to keep the sub-agents working in a loop until they match each other one for one, or until our code base is better than the one we're trying to achieve. All right, and it basically forces Opus 5 to enter a 12, 24, 48-hour loop. I had to stop my loop because I ran out of tokens on 2 Claude Max accounts. Okay, and that's how good the game was. The game was amazing, and I still ran out. It wanted to keep going. It would have kept going for another 12 hours, I'm sure. All right, guys, so that's the gauntlet loop. So we're in a weird spot here now where it's almost a hybrid. It's almost a hybrid approach to vibe coding. I would classify it as a hybrid approach to vibe coding. You have tasks that are somewhat larger, somewhat more critical, where it is almost a no-brainer for you to set up the gauntlet loop that I just described, the gauntlet loop, which realistically it's painful because we were doing the gauntlet loop before anyone was doing the gauntlet loop, and it's documented live on stream. So you have these bigger tasks that are more critical. You set up the gauntlet loop. You let it rip for 12 hours. It's crazy how efficient Opus 5 is on token usage. A lot of these tasks, as long as you're not trying to literally rebuild a Halo 1 video game, it can rip for 12 hours and not use your full usage. It's insane. It's insane, okay? I may or may not have gave it my... I may or may not have... Oh, shit, I forgot. Johnny, I forgot. When you received the accidental reban over last weekend, I also banned you on YouTube. I banned you everywhere. I need to unban you on YouTube. It's my apologies. It's my apologies. We'll get you unbanned. Don't worry. Just hang out for 1 second. Welcome back. I don't know where you were yesterday. It's unacceptable. I may or may not gone fishing. That's amazing. Actually, that's great. I'm glad you went fishing. I hope you got a sunburn. I feel like that's so good for you as a vibe coding degen. I feel like going outside and getting a little bit of a sunburn is like the best thing that any one of us can do. I hope you got a nice little sunburn. I hope you got the salty air in your body. I think that's so healing. I think that's probably the most healing thing you could do is get the salty ocean air in your body, a tasteful sunburn, nothing crazy. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? You caught some stripers? Jesus. Bro, I knew someone was gonna say skin cancer. I don't know. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced, guys. The best thing you can do is get a dog that forces you to touch grass. Possibly. Deanna said, John, I made you unban him the second time. Please, I cannot save you a third. That's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. Are you still using the gauntlet loop on the build out of Canvas? Yes. Yes, big time. Big time. But what I'm getting towards here, guys, the whole point that I'm trying to make here, is I set a gauntlet loop yesterday on the stream, okay? On the live stream VOD. I said, I need you to find a storyline inside of this. I hate to even tell you guys because now we're talking it up and you're going to expect something and I can't show you yet because it's not done. It's still working. I set a gauntlet loop off on the live stream. Okay. With all the technology we've already pre-built with Clippo for being able to download the stream and do the audio transcription and chop pieces and stuff like that. I set the loop off. I gave it an 11 Labs key for sound effects, music. And I said, I need you to make me a Mr. Beast level YouTube video. I need you to tell a good story here. Okay, find the story inside the stream, piece it together. Holy shit. I mean, it's nowhere near a Mr. Beast level YouTube video, but holy shit. I just saw the first rough draft. Dude, we're so cooked. I need everyone to just realize for 1 second, we are so cooked. Holy shit. I think if this thing keeps ripping for the rest of the day, it's going to make a banger YouTube video. I mean, the pacing, the music, the storytelling, the graphics, the sound effects. Holy shit. I don't know. I'm in such a weird space because I'm so grateful. Obviously, I'm so grateful for everyone in this community. I'm so grateful for this stream. I'm so grateful for everything we have going on. The Discord community. Holy shit. Listen, I love everything that's going on, but I got to tell you, we are entering into a weird time.
Marshall's output settled.
These models are only getting, exponentially better, exponentially more efficient on tokens. Eventually, we're going to be running things locally and not worried about tokens. With this new strategy, with this new workflow that everyone needs to be using. It's unacceptable if you're not using this new workflow. I'm sorry. It's unacceptable, okay? You need to get educated on this new workflow. It's a game changer for the entire vibe coding scene, for the entire agentic development scene. It's just... unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, also, I got invited. Finally, somebody gives us a holy shit. Finally, the industry is stepping up and giving us full recognition for what we are, which is a powerhouse of a community that only outputs the highest tier of quality on the forefront of vibe coding development. Black Forest Labs gave me early access I don't even know what I guess I'm allowed to say anything. To Flux 3. I don't even know what to say anymore. They have Scorsese inside of their group, helping them dial in Flux 3, okay? Which I have early access preview to right now. The fucking thing can make a movie. For those of you who don't know, Black Forest Labs, they have this experimental, like, new early access model. It's called Flux 3. All right. I reached out to them because I saw a couple teasers of this model, and I'm like, the fuck are we talking about right now? Because it was making humans, and it was having them talk with natural dialogue and storytelling, and unbelievably, like, cinema grade AI video generation. People. I couldn't be any more both fired up and my small primate brain is trying to put all the pieces together and see the writing on the wall here. You know, and figure out where I fit, where our community fits, where the giant arbitrage is, because there's a giant arbitrage, and one of us will take advantage of it. You know, one of us will take advantage of it inside of this group, and it'll be a return that we can't even comprehend. You know, someone's going to put all these pieces together and see a return that is legitimately incomprehensible. You know, it's going to be a one-man billion-dollar corporation that's fully agentic, and wow. Wow.
Output settled.
Get Flux to make a promo video for Opus Halo. That's a great idea. So the way that it's set up right now, so that you use it in the early access, is a little bit terrifying. Can I tell you guys about this real quick? All right, Brandon Banks says he's maxing his blade today. Please, if you could try Unreal Engine 5 MCP with Claude Fable 5. I don't see why we wouldn't do that. I think that we absolutely have to do that. Garlic Crouton says, huge Flux 3 invite. Let's go. Finally, somebody's recognizing us. Big Bad Johnny says, can we make AI movie about your life starting with you training Kevin James? I don't see why we wouldn't do that. I don't see why we wouldn't start. But how come you want to start with me training Kevin James? How come you want to start there? Like, don't you want me to start with my whole phase of training Dwayne The Rock Johnson and then working into Kevin James after that? Why wouldn't we start with me training Dwayne The Rock Johnson and then moving into Kevin James? I'm just trying to go in chronological order in my life. I don't know why we wouldn't start at the beginning and then keep moving forward. Garlic Crouton says, I made all the changes Boris recommended after I posted the video in Discord and ran evals overnight, and it definitely leads to better outcomes in my preliminary findings. Amazing. Give us a sneak peek, 1 minute preview. Can't do it. I got GPT Pro parsing the transcript of that Boris video. It would be wild to have to delete Claude MD. I know. Deanna says very clearly, John, do you literally see the shit you write? You do it to yourself. I have to agree so much. All right, Alexander said, have you ever thought about adding an analytics node that would track token usage, input, cached, output, and so on? It's not particularly useful, but it might be interesting to look at the usage. Yes, I have thought about that. It's amazingly not that straightforward. Gauntlet loop equals good context / harness engineering. It does. But it feels ridiculous when you write it. Civic says, I can't get my agents to do what I want. I'm not sure why. Do you guys have any advice, like how to make them work for what you want? I'm not sure if you understand. You know, I would start off. Why don't you just try to set up the gauntlet loop? You know, you could take Paint says I was tearing you up, bro. No way, dude. Listen. I've been watching the VOD back, dude. He's talking about Halo 1 right now. I was. Dude, there was a point in our Halo game yesterday where I got in the little sniper stand. Oh my God, my dog has to go out. He knows when I start the stream, and he says, you know what? I need to go out right now. I got in the little sniper stand in Halo 1, and I was tearing all of you guys up. I was tearing all of you guys up. It was insane. Let me let the dog out on the line, and I'll be right back in literally 8 seconds. You can start counting right now. Go. Guys, you know somebody already made a. I gotta take this out of my hair. It's driving me insane. I've been experimenting with all sorts of hair contraptions. You know, all sorts of different hair contraptions. Now that I have long hair. Okay. We made that Halo game yesterday, guys, and somebody already built a aimbot for it. Did you guys see that? Are you guys in the Discord? Somebody immediately built an aimbot for our Halo game. See, this is the problem, is if we make a video game, we have literally 30 minutes to play it before somebody completely just hacks and breaks the system. Let me see if I can find it. It looked like a pretty good aimbot, too. I'm not going to lie to anybody. It looked like a decent aimbot. I hate to say it. All right, here we go. First of all, this is how you know this guy's a real developer. He's got the activate windows left on the bottom right. All right, this is our Halo game that I put live on the internet the other day. Somebody's already built a aimbot for it with Kimmy K3. Oh my God, it has a menu. It has a menu system. Did you guys see that? Hold on. It has a full menu system. Aimbot, ESP, trigger bot, silent aim, auto fire, overclock, visible only, aim only when firing, boxes, snap lines, FOV. I mean, granted, the game got 50,000 views on X, and Levels.io commented on it, so of course. Look at how good this aimbot is. See this red line? Look at the red boxes. I shouldn't even show this because now I'm incentivizing it further. But I feel like I can't be the only one seeing this. So now, not only when we make our games do we have to make them really good games, like visually impressive, but we also have to make the games so that they are. This I should post this on X too. This is a fantastic clip, by the way. Yeah, we should post this on X immediately, actually. That's a great clip. Now, not only do we have to make them fantastic games, but we also have to make the models build anti-cheats, which is crazy. It's insane. 1K viewers equals shave head. If I shave my head, my fiance leaves me. That's the issue with that. Reminds me of Destiny 2 hacks. What a loser. It would only be a loser. Like, him just making it doesn't make him a loser at all. I don't think it makes him a loser at all. Him, if he used it to grief us while we were trying to have fun, you know what I mean, or give people a really hard time, then that would definitely be like, okay. I kind of like John in the cage. He's a good boy over there. I know I can't do the YouTube thing right now because if I take 3 minutes to do the YouTube thing, then everyone's gonna leave. This is why we can't have nice things. Yeah, I saw that, kind of crazy. That's rage cheating, anti-cheat. He did it to show off K3 because Opus and GPT were refused to make the cheats. I know, Opus and GPT would never. They would never, ever make those cheats. They would never. They would never. All right, I gotta post this on X because people are gonna think this is hilarious. Let me grab the media. The media. What are we building today? All right, guys, we're working on Canvas today, guys. We're working on Canvas today. And I have to get back into a better marketing routine besides doing the live stream for Canvas. Because we have to get back to gigantic revenue every day. So we're working on Canvas today. Guys, if you haven't already, which brings me to my next point. If you haven't already, secure a lifetime license for Canvas. It's available at cnvs.dev. It's the agentic development environment that we make everything live on the stream. Everything. Let's see what Grok says here. I kind of want to. I'm so sick of agents taking forever. I kind of want to see what Grok says. And Grok is a weird bug inside of Canvas right now, where like the majority of the CLI is completely like it's perfect, just like every other CLI. But there's a weird spot, there's a weird spot where the mouse input goes through the CLI, so I can resize. I can't find the spot now, of course. There it is. There's one weird spot where it goes through the... Because if I scroll just over here on the canvas, see, I can zoom in and out just like that, no problem. But if I have it over the top of a terminal, like every terminal, it just scrolls the terminal. It knows where the mouse input is. But Grok has this weird bug, guys. Something about the Grok CLI. It allows the mouse to pass through in just a small square of the CLI. There it is. Right there. Right there. See, so if I go over here, scrolling, right here, zooming. That's so strange. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. This would be a perfect task for a gauntlet loop, though. Like every time I see these weird little tiny bugs that would be super hard to troubleshoot, and a gauntlet loop running would handle that. It would just be done. It would just be figured out. All right, so phase 0. Let's see what this says. UI polish, kill the AI slop. You're right, the card works functionally, but reads like a generic status widget. What's off today? Capsule chip soup, working needs you ready as product language. iMessages composer. It's asking all caps panels that don't match fleet briefing, required or dossier, no agent mark. So what I think I want to try to do is I think that having Kimmy K3 make the front end UI design for this, and then trying to have Grok 4.5 make the actual like back end, make it actually work for all the harnesses. So why don't we do this? Can you tell Chase to open a Fable 5 agent inside of CNVS and send this plan over to the Fable 5 agent? If it likes the plan, fantastic. Then let's open a Kimmy K3 agent and have it build the front end of the terminal so it doesn't look like slop. And then open a Grok 4.5 agent to actually build out the code in the backend to make it actually work headless across all the agents. So essentially, Grok 4.5 will be making the technical code to make it work, and then Kimmy K3 will be handling making the beautiful front end design so that it doesn't look like AI slop when the terminals are in headless mode. And this whole plan will be sent to Fable 5 first, to A, be checked to make sure it makes sense, and then B, to either be fixed or just sent straight to be orchestrated. Either way, it needs to be sent to be orchestrated.
Chase has the plan and is relaying it exactly as you said. If you want, I can check the agent's response and summarize what it...
Wait, what? Tebow posted a picture of a OpenAI plush next to a Anthropic plush. What? Is that for real? Is that for real? I built a full AI aimbot with Call of Duty Black Ops 7 with Opus 4.7. I think 4.7 was a little bit more lenient
Chase
about
is spinning up
security
Everest.
stuff. In CSS, that is called pointer events. None. I don't know what Swift uses. I know. I don't know what Swift uses for that. Overlay grid to isolate. Lucas the Brewer, what is up? What are you brewing? What are you brewing? BF9, we're working on our app Canvas today, CNVS. Paint says, Max, how
Chase's
much do you
output
pay for
settled.
GPT real time on average? I want to implement it too, but it looks expensive. I have no idea. It's expensive, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I don't know, maybe $12 a month. If you're really that concerned with cost, then you just do 2.1 mini. Or Grok Voice. All right, guys, this is a very strange tweet coming from the guy who runs the Codex team over at OpenAI. This is a very strange tweet. I don't know exactly what this is supposed to be getting at, if anything, or if this is just a weird tweet for him to make. We have a Codex plushie sitting next to a Anthropic Claude Code crab. And he said, spotted Codex making friends at the OpenAI office. I don't know what that's supposed to mean exactly. Spotted Codex making friends at the OpenAI office. Could you imagine them having an Anthropic plushie at the OpenAI office? That would be very strange. I feel like Sam Altman would come in to the office and be like, the fuck is that? The fuck is that plushie? By the way, guys, Grok 4.5 is unbelievable at controlling the canvas. Like, unbelievable. Almost one of the best agents at controlling the canvas. I told it to set up a Fable 5 agent. Claude Code was set to using Opus 5. So it opened the agent with Claude Code using Fable 5. Like, it just handles whatever you tell it to do inside of Canvas. It just takes care of it. It just fully takes care of it. It doesn't matter. I'm sure that I could even tell it. I could probably tell Grok, open a Claude Code agent with Fable 5 on low thinking, and it would just handle it. It would just do it. Unbelievable. I love that. I love that. So it just passed its research off to Fable 5 and said that you are a lead on a multi-agent build for Canvas headless mode. It gave it the plan to double check and to
Everest
orchestrate.
tasked Rocky.
And Fable 5 just tasked this Kimi K3 agent, because Kimi K3 is actually the leader in front-end design, if you guys don't know that. And it is less than half the price per task than Fable 5.
Everest tasked Zuma.
So Fable 5 just tasked this Rocky Kimi K3 agent and this Zuma agent right here to handle the back end. So we're doing a little bit of mixture of agents inside of Canvas to build Canvas. Let that one sit in. I'm going to bring my dog inside. I'll be back in 8 seconds. Count.
Everest's output settled.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Aaron! Aaron, the day one man. How are you? What's going on? What's going on? Brewing an AIS for brewers. I don't know what that means, but I would love a fresh brew. Why not just use K3 then for everything? Because K3 is really slow. So if Grok can handle making everything work, and then K3 could make everything beautiful,
Chase
then that would be
tasked
incredible.
Everest.
That would be so good. I think Grok will work alongside Anthropic faster than Anthropic and OpenAI.
Chase's output settled.
Codex models in Claude confirmed. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Everest's output settled.
Can you please open a Grok agent?
Your Grok agent is up and running. Tell me what you want it to do, and I'll give it the task word for word.
Can you please prompt Grok? Can you please prompt the Chase agent here that somebody in my chat is saying Codex models in Claude confirmed? What exactly does that mean? I saw Tebow post a picture of the Anthropic crab plushie next to the Codex plushie. What is going on? Do some deep research on X, find the latest news, and tell me an ultra brief response.
Chase has the message and is digging in. If you want, I can read back the gist once it replies. Everest finished its work.
Yeah, let's head back over to CNVS.
We're back on the CNBS canvas now.
Amazing. Can you focus Everest?
Everest is front and center now. Want me to give you a fast summary of its output? Chase finished on the Flux 3 canvas, so it's off screen here. Want me to switch over and summarize it, or just summarize without switching? All right, let me pull together.
No. You can go to sleep for now. Buddy. My dog is pissed off. He gets his way every time I start live streaming. It's unbelievable. He's like, dude, are you seriously live streaming again today? You live streamed yesterday. You're live streaming again today. You live streamed yesterday. What is wrong with you? All right, let me head back over here and see what's happening today.
Chase tasked Everest.
Too long didn't read. Not a merger. OpenAI's Codex can already run inside of Claude Code, and Tebow's plush pick is just the meme about it. What Codex models in Claude means people can use OpenAI's coding models, Codex, GPT 5.6, Soul, etc., from Anthropic's Claude Code UI, either via OpenAI's official Codex plugin or community proxies that swap Claude's backend for GPT. Can you please describe an example workflow that would benefit from this situation? Ultra brief, no crazy nonsense, and actionable. No, so
Rocky.
I have a we'll do a quick dog tour. Belby. Can you sit? Sit. Hey. Sit. All right, so we have a half shepherd, half husky. Oh, she's stealing your bed. I'm so sorry. She just stole your bed. She just stole your bed just like that. I'm sorry. Can you sit, Belly? I know, I don't have treats. I don't have treats. Enough. The third one is half Border Collie, half Jack Russell. And he's a nightmare. A nightmare. Yes, you're my bad good boy. Wait, my inference is faster. If it's just if you prefer Claude Code CLI as a harness, I do. The benefit is the Claude system prompt, and it really is, you're right. I follow Matt Pocock's dev workflow. Matt Pocock seems like he's got a good thing going. Who has to clean the hair? We both do. How do people even earn vibe coding like this while streaming? You know the rules. You move it, you lose it. She got it back. She got it back. Don't worry, guys. She got it back. So we have Bella, Asteria, and Eros, the German Shepherd, Shepsky, and Border Jack. And they're psychotic. All right, so the way you earn money, how do people even earn vibe coding like this while streaming? All right, so you ship a product on stream. Your revenue breakdown is like, I'm in a perfect position because I have a big following on X. And I honestly think that's why I've had a little bit more success than a lot of like the people I've seen on YouTube and Twitch that are doing the vibe coding until I make X amount of money. Like X is like a massive funnel that gets me huge exposure on my product. So like when I post a video on X of Canvas, the agentic development environment that we're making, I don't see it as like an extremely high conversion play. It's more like everyone is going to see it then. You know, some of our videos have gotten 500,000, a lot of them have gotten 500,000 views. Okay, so you can think of that as like top of funnel, right? We have X. So we make a banger video directly about our product, X. Then a little bit further down the funnel is I would put this YouTube live stream that we have. So somebody sees Canvas on X, and then there's obviously no trust built there yet. And then when they come to the live stream, it's like a much higher trust environment, right? Because they can actually see that I'm using Canvas every single day for 4 to 6 hours on stream. You know, so we have X that's like a massive shotgun funnel, and then we have YouTube, right? That's like very high conversion. Then we have the landing page, which is obviously the bottom of the funnel that is just the buy button. The problem I think that a lot of people run into is, and I see it, my entire feed is now people vibe coding live. And there's a lot of people struggling. I see a lot of people struggling. That's just a fact. There's a lot of people struggling. And I don't think I did anything magic. I didn't do anything magic. I'm not a special snowflake or anything like that. But when you're just doing the YouTube live stream, a lot of these people have 30 concurrent viewers, right? And they want to do the bridge mine thing. They want to do the bridge mine kid thing. You're only getting that amount of viewership, that 30 views, right? So your top of funnel is insanely small. So even if you build the most amount of trust ever with the people watching your stream, you build something they really like and they want to go purchase it, the ceiling is going to be the people that watch your stream, which is going to be the concurrence, the live concurrence, which is like 30, and the amount of people that watch your VOD, which for a lot of these people, it's like 100 views or something like that. You can increase the funnel by doing X like I'm doing. Another way you can increase the funnel is by doing short form clips at the top of the funnel. So you can make that funnel much larger at the top. That way there, you're creating gravity around your product. So the top of the funnel is expanded massively, like 100 times, maybe even 1,000 times actually. Right? When we post a video on X and then it gets 500,000 views, and we do that multiple times a week, that's crazy top of funnel. And then the people come and they watch a live stream and they're like, holy shit, this actually is something really good. This would help me every day. I need this. And then they purchase. But if you have that missing link and you're just going live on YouTube and streaming to no one and not doing clips and not doing the X posts or not doing TikToks or not doing Instagram Reels, then you're missing the fundamental top of funnel that's going to bring people to your high trust layer. Type a 1 in chat if that makes sense to you at all. If you're even remotely awake or here, type a 1 in chat, please. I love you guys. I want you all to win. I want you all to win, except for Big Bad Johnny. Just kidding. I want you to win too. I want Big Bad Johnny to win massively. Hello, I'm new here. Can you explain what you are developing and how you made this much? I would love to. I would love to. I would love to. We're making Canvas right now. So Canvas is the agentic development environment. It has all of our agents inside there with their existing subs. Apps Creative just immediately put a link to my X in there where you can see a full breakdown on Canvas. But basically, hello. I'm gonna do a little demonstration on Canvas. Are you awake? Are you fully ready?
Wide awake and ready to go. I'm right here, quick and steady. Show me what you'd like to demonstrate, and I'll keep up.
All right, why don't you close Chase, and then why don't you open a new Grok agent?
Chase is closed now.
And tell
All
this
clear on
Grok
your
agent
Canvas.
to open up a Codex agent, a Kimi agent, a Claude agent, a Quen agent, all on the canvas.
The new Grok agent is up and already working on that. Nice. Let me think this through.
So we have all of our agents available inside of Canvas,
Chase is
right?
spinning up 4
And they all have
agents.
access to other agents.
Chase's output settled.
I don't know which one failed there. Oh, it failed because I don't even have Quen right now. But they all have access to the other agents, right? So this Grok agent was able to, it's testing Canvas right now because we're building it live on stream. This is like a test window. Oh, this looks really good too. Quen kind of cooked here a little bit. Actually, I don't know if repeating that is a good idea. This looks heavily like a repeat. I'll ask it to dial that in a little bit more. So not only can it open agents, but it can prompt agents and it can see their replies. Okay, which is massive for agent orchestration, obviously. Right? We've all seen Grok. We've all seen all these individual agents be able to orchestrate themselves into sub-agents. But Canvas allows you to, have a Fable 5 agent orchestrate 10 Kimmy agents, 10 Grok agents, whatever you want. All right. Codename Dev says, Max, can you offer free trial or something? I can't do that. I can't do that, unfortunately. My mentors would fire me. So if you guys are going to be an indie dev, the number one rule is you don't, if you want to crush your product, you can't offer a free trial because you're not VC capped. You don't have the money to offer a free trial. You can't do it. You just can't do it. No matter how good your app is, it doesn't matter. You can't offer a free trial. Mark Liu and Tebow. For those of you that don't know Tebow, he does $1 million a month. All right. And then Mark Liu is also an incredible indie hacker. I don't know. What does he do? $50,000 a month or something like that. They all have amazing products. Right? The last app that I made was called Quick Claw. All right. And it sets up OpenClaw for you. And it does it in less than 30 seconds straight from your iPhone. All right. This product went insanely viral on X. Literally in 7 days, it went to $7,200 in monthly recurring revenue. It was crazy. It was insane. Okay. It blew my mind. This is the very beginning of the year, right before I started live streaming every day. So I kept getting all these messages like, you fucking asshole. Like, it was literally crazy. I'm telling you, it was crazy. People were posting on their own X accounts. How dare you set this up without a free trial? You know what I mean? And it's crazy because I can't offer a free trial on that. I'm solo, right? So this is my full revenue is making products. Every time that I spent here has to be revenue generating, really, because I have to support. I can't just be doing it for fun, basically. But so I reached out to Mark Liu and I reached out to Tebow, and I was basically like, I'm gonna start a free trial for my for Quick Claw because everyone's messaging me. They're posting online that I'm an asshole because I don't have a free trial for Quick Claw, even though I have to. There's a huge cost for that because I have to set up a virtual private server. I have to eat the token usage that they're going to use inside of OpenClaw when I give them a virtual private server with 2 gigabytes of RAM, a virtual CPU core, $10 of Claude code. You got to remember, 7,000 users signed up for this app. 7,000 users in the first month. So you could imagine if I accidentally gave every single person $10. If I accidentally gave every single person $10 of usage, and then I gave everybody a virtual private server with 2 gigabytes of RAM and 1 virtual CPU core. But anyways, that's not the model of the story. The cost doesn't matter. As soon as you add a free trial right there, you might as well just kiss your conversion rate goodbye. It's done. It's over with. It's the kiss of death. Like, you're done. Maxology says, I offer $1 for 3 days to get buying and get over the hump of entering credit card details. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I like that a lot. I think that literally charging anything, even a penny, is 100,000 times better than offering a free trial. Isn't a sub more profitable long term though than a one-time purchase? In some cases it is. In some cases it is. In a lot of cases it's not. In a lot of cases it's not. For instance, Codename, the reason why it's $200 is because if I offered a $20 subscription and I had 30% churn, then which is very average, insanely average for an indie product, is around 30% churn. Like the majority of you, if you ship an app, you're going to see your churn is probably higher than 30% to start off with, at least. So if you ship an app for $20, 30% churn, if you want to figure out lifetime value, you guys know the equation is monthly cost divided by your churn ratio. So it's 20 divided by 0.3, which ends up being around $60 lifetime value. It's 100 times harder to sell a $20 a month sub. It's 100 times harder to sell a $20 a month sub than it is to sell a $199 lifetime value. Lifetime license, sorry. And so instead of making $60, you're now making $199. Okay. You can look at the research on it. You can look up subscription fatigue. Okay, you can look up subscription fatigue in America. And the majority of your customers as an indie hacker are beyond fatigued on subscriptions. Like the last thing somebody wants to do right now is get another subscription. The big dogs, the commercial giants, have used and abused subscriptions to death, and the average consumer is nauseated at the thought of adding another subscription. So much so that's literally selling a $199 lifetime license is 100 times easier than a $20 a month sub. Also, if you're an indie hacker and you offer a lifetime license, then you don't have to worry about recurring cost of the user. All right? You don't have to worry about recurring cost of the user. Like, let's say with the QuickClaw iPhone app that I made, if I sell, I had a $200 a month plan, a $75 a month plan, and a $25 a month plan. Okay, with the $200 a month plan, you're including a certain amount of credits to use in OpenClaw, a certain amount of tokens. You're essentially a token dealer. You're dealing tokens to your users. Right? So now you've gone from a business that's a traditional SaaS, which is 99% profit, which is extremely solopreneur friendly, like insanely solopreneur friendly, to a product where you could be, 50%, 60% cost. You're looking at like 40% margin. And you're worrying about, what kind of markup are you going to do on API tokens in order to make sense financially? And then you have to add that layer in of tracking token usage per customer and making sure that at the end of the month, the money that came in is much greater than the money that went out. Versus you can sidetrack that whole thing and also make your customers a lot happier because you're not essentially charging them a premium on tokens. Anytime you see a monthly sub for a product that uses LLM tokens, that uses AI tokens, you got to realize that you're just paying a markup on tokens. Versus a lot better strategy that I like to think of it is like just buy the software, bring your own existing AI subs, bring your own API keys, and then you're not recurringly inflicting pain into your user base by charging them a markup on their API tokens. Sloppinger says, how do you know you wouldn't have 10 times users even with 30% churn just because they have $20 to spare and not 200? You don't know. You have no idea. You have no idea. I don't think the funnel is big enough to support 10 times the amount of users either way. You can look at the conversion ratio and then revenue per visitor. So if you go to your site and you see how many people end up on your site, and then you can look at revenue per visitor and conversion ratio. And basically the nice part about CNVS is like it has the highest revenue per visitor out of any landing page, out of any app product that I really even know about. Like when I was first starting off, Mark Liu was telling me like, if you can get a product lifetime value with higher than 40 cents per visitor on your landing page, then this is something that you need to put all your effort into and you need to go after. Because that's what happened with DataFast. When he made $1 million with DataFast, it was over 40 cents revenue per visitor on your website. Over 40 cents per visitor on its revenue per visitor. Okay? So there's been times, I mean, I can pull up DataFast, but there's been times where it's been over $1. Right now, the revenue per visitor on Canvas is at $3.37. You can ask Claude or you can ask OpenAI ChatGPT what it thinks about $3.37 as a revenue per visitor on a website. It's unheard of. It's unheard of. If this is server, not really good. I don't know what that means. Max, welcome all the new indie hackers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. RareS says, hi, Max. I don't mind you not answering this if you don't want to or because of personal reasons, but may I ask how you built the plan for your apps, especially Canvas? So a lot of the apps just unfold as we go. It's not like I sit down and I have like a extremely well thought out end-to-end plan. It's more like I have a general idea. And then I start building it, and it kind of shows its path as I go. And that's been every single app I've ever done. Actually, everything I've ever done is the path has only shown itself as we've gone through. And you can watch the stream. I have a first stream where I give a rough idea of what I think Canvas should look like. And my description, a lot of you were here for it. It was on day 20 or something like that. And I did a terrible job describing it. You guys were like, that'll never work. Which honestly, I do have to agree with you. The way I was describing it didn't really give it justice at all. And so only as we're building it, and when you have a live stream, it's really nice because I have all these smart people in the stream to give feedback back and forth. So if you guys are vibe coding and you want to make money on the internet, if you want to do this thing, don't ever think that a idea is going to come to you that will make money. Don't ever think that's how it works, because it's not. I joke around a lot about I go to sleep and then I wake up and the aliens delivered my next app idea to my head or my next content idea to my head, which that is partly true. That's 80% true. Aliens do come to me when I'm sleeping and they give me the ideas for my apps and my content. But I would say even more important than that is you have to act on your curiosities and the little things that come to you. And only by building will the rest of the path be revealed. Never, ever, ever will you get a full picture or even have an idea where you feel in your heart, you're this is going to work. You're going to have a natural curiosity, and you're just going to have a little scratch in the back of your head that's I think we should feel this out, And then The path will start revealing itself as you go. And some people will come to you and they'll say, oh my God, this is a great idea. I'm going to buy it. You have to completely discard that, okay? Because that doesn't matter at all. Every app I've ever built, when I talk to about family, when I talk to friends, when I show it online, everyone has always said, oh my God, you're the next Mark Zuckerberg, dude. Like, this is $1 trillion idea. You have to discard that completely. It doesn't matter. The only thing that actually matters for validation after you built the thing that you're making is if somebody goes to your landing page and they put their credit card information in and they buy your product. I Am Lucian says the lifetime license only for version 1.x, right? Version 2.x would require a new license. No. So I put that in there as a sort of protection clause. It was Claude's idea. And I keep saying I need to reformat it, and I really do need to reformat it. So if you buy a Canvas lifetime license, you're going to receive all the updates. The only reason why you wouldn't receive something is if I added a feature to Canvas that had a reoccurring monthly cost to me, and that was the only way I could provide it to you. Then it will be offered as an optional, 100% optional upgrade. But everything we build here live on stream, as long as I don't have to have a server or offer token credits or pay anything on my end to bake it into Canvas, then you'll always receive every update that I make for Canvas that I've built live on stream over the last 70 days. But I needed to put some, I don't know how to verbalize it very well. I needed to put something like that into Canvas because technology is moving so fast. If something came out that's new and novel, think like when OpenClaw came out, that broke the world. And if I wanted to add that as an optional upgrade to Canvas, if I didn't have a clause in there that said down the road I can add something and charge money for it, then Canvas is dead. I can't add that feature, right? Because I've said it's a lifetime license and that's it. Canvas is dead then. I have no ability to add something that, comes out 6 months from now that is life-changing, right? Because technology is constantly moving and evolving so fast. Imagine if there's some sort of agentic thing that comes out that I could offer, that I have to float a tiny bit of monthly cost in order to provide it. I couldn't offer it inside a lifetime license. I couldn't do that. Hi, question. Where do you get the wallpapers? All right, so the wallpapers are really simple. We basically generate hundreds of GPT real-time images, and lately I've been having Fable 5 use a command line interface to control GPT Image Gen 2. So Fable 5 uses an API key from OpenAI. You can send this right to your agent. Fable 5 uses a API key from OpenAI and generates 1 million images, right? It's really good at prompting OpenAI to make images. And then from there, we can have it turn them into an HTML file, and then it can open it inside of Canvas, inside of CNVS's browser preview, and I can see all of the images that it made. Right, so that's how I make the background images. That's how I make the thumbnails for the live stream and the YouTube videos. And I love this workflow. I love this workflow. I love this workflow. Recently, I did add, what did I add? It's an image gen API that's actually really good. They recently launched a health product. Come on, Smart Chat. I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. God, what is that image gen API that I recently started using? Midjourney, David Kang, you legend. God, so locked in. Are you kidding me? I knew it was going to be you. All right. They made MRI. Yep. We're all going to make it looking at the current background. We are. Any advice in setting up an environment so the agents can run on dangerously skip auto with ease of mind? If you're talking about inside of Canvas, you can just go to settings and then go to agents and then go skip permissions. If this toggle right here. If you're not inside of Canvas, first of all, go to cnvs.dev and buy yourself a lifetime license. I don't know what's wrong with you. Second of all, if you're not going to do that, then just go into Claude and have it make a secondary alias for you. So you're going to tell Claude, I need you to make a secondary alias for me. That when I type it in, it will automatically run Claude in dangerously skip permissions mode. For instance, I think that mine from before I had Canvas was CLAWD. So CLAWD. I'm not sure, I think. And so then that automatically runs Claude in bypass permissions mode. Versus if I type in CLADE, then I have to do permissions. Make sense? Yeah. Yeah. All right. There's not a single more chat interactive streamer than me on the face of Earth. Come on. You have to give me that. We just we're an hour. All right, we got to get back to vibe coding. Here's what I want to do.
Chase's output settled.
I want to look at what Kimmy K3 did for this front end design. I'm sure it's incredible. I want to look at what Grok did for the back end design. For those of you just joining us, we are adding a headless mode inside of Canvas. It's unbelievable. Basically, when you open a regular agent inside of Canvas, it opens up the full terminal. It's built in Swift from the ground up, so it's highly performant on Mac OS, Apple hardware. But I would like to give the ability to run it fully headless. So there's no graphical user interface being displayed at all, which I cannot believe how big of a difference it makes not showing the user interface in the terminal as far as being able to run 40 agents at one time. And if you don't believe me, you can look up the stream yesterday. I was live streaming with 2 different instances of Canvas running with multiple canvases running agents, and I still was able to open up 40 agents and prompt them live on stream. It did make the stream lag like crazy, but I cannot believe it was able to do that. If those all had a head, meaning a graphical user interface, which it's funny to say graphical user interface because technically a terminal is not a graphical user interface, but we're going even a step further and we're just stripping everything away from it. So it literally just shows the logo and whether it's working. All right, hello. Are you awake?
Very awake and happily caffeinated in spirit.
Can you focus Everest?
Everest is front and center now. Go ahead and talk to it.
Can you please tell Everest to fire up if all the sub agents are done with the build? Can you fire up a dev build so I can check out the new headless mode back end for all of the individual harnesses and front end built with Kimmy K3?
Got it. I'll pass that along to Everest exactly as you said it. Everest got your message exactly as spoken. If you want, I can check its response once it comes back.
No, can you please focus Marshall now?
Marshall is in focus now. Ready whenever you are.
All right, can you please prompt Marshall to give me a ultra brief, like insanely brief, non-technical jargon summary of its findings from the Boris Cherny delete your Claude.md file thing?
Okay, let me pass that along to Marshall exactly as he said it. Marshall's on it. If you'd like, I can check its reply and give you a quick spoken summary too.
No, I would like you to switch canvases to the Nuketown thing.
Over on the Nuketown canvas now. What should we do here? Check it.
I want you to close Marshall and Chase.
Okay, I'll take care of that for you. One moment. Marshall and Chase are closed out. Want to open something else here, or keep the campus tidy and move on?
I want you to open a Kimmy K3 agent.
All right, I'll spin up that agent for you now. Your Kimmy K3 agent is up and running. What would you like it to work on first?
You can go to sleep for now. Okay, for those of you guys that weren't here yesterday, we did the Halo game that we had the Agentic Gauntlet make inside a canvas, and it was incredible. It was unbelievable. I also had Opus 5 make Nuketown, which it was really good, but it lacked in a lot of areas. And you couldn't even fire your gun. I kind of would like to see if we could set up the same thing for Kimmy K3. The same sort of Agentic Gauntlet for Kimmy K3 and see if that would actually work or not. Either that or Quen 3.8. People are telling me their Quen 3.8 has vision, but I don't think mine does. I do not think mine does. Can you please open a Grok agent?
A Grok agent is up, ready to chat and start working.
Can you please prompt Chase to open up 20 headless Claude agents?
I just asked Chase to set up 20 headless Claude agents.
Chase is spinning up 20 agents.
All right, that was like ridiculously fast. That was like
Chase's
ridiculously
output
fast.
settled.
So it can spawn headless agents like insanely fast. Okay. Kimmy K3 did the redesign on the headless agents, and I hate it. I actually hate it, and the reason I hate it is because it's like complete duplication of UI, which is not what I want at all. Meaning we literally, and it's blurry when you zoom in. So we literally have, not good, not good. So I'm going to screenshot this. And then I'm going to bring this into that other canvas. I'm going to close all of these. Close everything.
Close 21 windows.
All right, we'll close this. I'm going to go back to Canvas. And I'm going to give this to, I think Zuma was making the front end. Who was making the front end? Okay. I'm going to pass this image off, and I'm going to say... Oh, shoot. No, this is not the right one. You want Rocky. I don't like the user interface design on the headless agents for a couple reasons. The first one, as you can see, we have duplication of elements, meaning the title bar has Everest and Claude Code, and then directly under that we have Claude Code and Everest and the logos. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Also, the elements inside of the individual agent terminals, when you zoom in, get all blurry. This is a documented issue that you can find inside of CNVS memory. the typography needs to say crisp no matter how far you zoom in. All right, I'm going to send this, and I'm just going to see what K3 does by itself. We'll see what K3 does all by itself on that. Humble, what's up? Look at the size of this water I got today, Humble. Look at the size of it. You know, only a true psychopath uses a glass straw, by the way. You know how crazy that is? I was going to take you guys into my garage gym today, and I was going to do one like equals a 135-pound barbell back squat. And it's been a minute since I've done barbell back squats. I went to squat down, and it has to be from live streaming. But my hips are so tight from sitting in the chair and doing the live streaming, even with the walking pad, even with standing. It never would have happened. There's a 0% chance of it happening. I can't believe it. Big Bad Johnny says, grown man drinking with a straw. Those are for girls, Max. Big Bad Johnny says, straws are for girls. Jesus. Jesus. He gave a shout out to K3 leading UI design. What's the main purpose of CNVS dev? Also, when is PC out, brother? he says, what's the purpose of it? And also, when can I get it on Windows? Oh my God. It's just the agentic development environment that I wanted to see in the world, to go from zero to revenue as fast as possible. Fully voice controlled. Canvas MCP, so agents can talk to each other, whether they're Claude Code, Codex, Kimi, Grok, orchestrate each other. Bring a Hermes agent in. You could run agents remote. It's built on the principles of the future of vibe coding, which is making looping, orchestration, remote agents, and ordering DoorDash effortless with fully voice control, conversational with GPT real-time, or local commands via NVIDIA Parakeet. Come on now, wake up. In Germany, we don't even have plastic straws anymore. They are banned. Now you warm up with 3 plates, ass to calves with a pause. I gotta get back to doing my squats and deadlifts. I thank you so much for saying that, Chad. I honestly have to wake up. I have to wake up. Sam's Gaming Closet, I do need to warm up with 3 plates, ass to calf. I need to warm up with 3 plates, ass to calf. Do you ever read the code, or is it Vibe City all the way? How to prevent the architecture from degrading slowly, which does happen when using AI so much, question mark. I think if you start from the ground up with a good plan, then it's hard for your architecture to degrade that far. Also, having a good memory system in place, especially if you're going to use multi-agents, we found out was critical very early on. If the agents aren't aware of what's going on, what the plan is here, all of them from different LLMs, then it falls into disaster. I need to let my dog out again. I'm going to be back in 8 seconds. I don't know what's gotten into him today. He's acting like he owns the show when in fact I own the show. I don't know what's the matter with him. Oh, and to answer your question, no, I don't look at the code. I don't look at the code. Never. Not even a single time. Lucky says Grok on August 7th. Amazing. Wow. Unreal. 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 Does anyone know if Canvas works on Intel Max? No, it does not work on Intel Max right now. I don't know how difficult. We should ask let me see something real quick. Tracker, how difficult would it be to make Canvas work on Intel Max? Because right now it's obviously optimized for Apple Silicon.
Sent to tracker.
Sloppador says, who let Johnny out of the cage? He peed all over the carpet again. So sorry. I'm sure a member of the stream staff will grab something for that. I refactor constantly as I rebuild. Yeah, I think that, bro, fix your chat being upside down. It hurts me. Yeah, is that why it hurts me too? Hold on one second. Somebody type something in chat. Somebody type something in chat. I need to see something. Oh, God, that's why it sucks. How have we gone this far with... How have we gone this far with someone not saying something? How old am I? I'm hundreds of years old. How old do you think I am? How do I, hold on one second. Hold on one second. I'm going to fix this live on stream. You guys are going to be here with me. You guys think that we should switch to, hold on. Message alignment bottom. Okay. All right, now let me refresh this. Refresh. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hold on. Did that just completely fix everything? And then do you guys think we should switch to Fortnite? Hold on, is that...
Tracker's output settled.
This change fixed my marriage. It honestly feels so much better in every way. I can't believe it's taken this long for us to do this. I will leave this channel so hard. Hold on. This is better. Wait, guys. Don't leave. I'm going to fix it right now, I promise. World of Warcraft. Actually, I can't find the one that I was on now. This is what we get. See, we screwed around. And now we are legitimately forced on World of Warcraft. How did we get here? Oh my God, he no longer has an enlarged prostate because we fixed the chat direction. Honestly, whoever gave us that idea is a legend, by the way. I'm going to say that right now. You're a legend. Cannot thank you enough. How do I get World of Warcraft off of my screen? Oh, thank God. Whoo! If somebody asks, does it run on my 2019 Intel? Wait, is the last Mac Intel-based 2019? I don't know if I can support that, to tell you the truth. Compiling for Intel is basically free, proven today. The difference is performance, parakeet, QA, not rewrite for Intel unless you have a concrete... I think I would be doing a disservice if I shipped this for Intel. Like, for the environment, for you as a user, I feel like I would be doing everyone a disservice if I did that. My male pattern baldness is reversing. Hey, they did not, because only I can make Canvas for Windows. They made their own agentic development environment. Well, you're missing out on so much money on Windows. Your main priority should be getting it on Windows. Do you guys really think so? Type a 1 in chat right now. Type a 1 in chat if you are on Windows, okay, and you would buy Canvas immediately as soon as it comes out. Wait a second, that is a lot of ones. Wait a second, that is a lot of ones. Holy shit. Wait. Wait. Let me see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. We need to count your breaks like they do at Amazon. It's not a break. I just got up for 1 second. Okay. Now assume exactly. It's probably closer to 50%. So you have to assume 50% of those are liars. So that's at least 50% of those are liars. All right, type a 1 in chat if you typed a 1 in chat and you're also a liar. Got him. Damn it. See, I got 2 of them. Fuck, dude. My prompting, there is nobody that prompts chat better than I do, by the way. Just so everyone knows. All right, did this finish yet? No, this is not the right one. Both issues. Okay, duplication gone. Okay. Run the dev build so I can check it out, please. That just cracked my whole office up. 90% of people only game and they don't want to focus on AI, but now they can. Your chat prompting needs to be studied. Thank you. So 1100. All right, Brandon says to pay 300. That makes up for us losing half of the people. Your chat, hey, I bought a Mac for Canvas. Unreal. 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 All right, let's see the headless mode here. Big Bad Johnny check. Just checking to make sure Big Bad Johnny's still here and we haven't lost him. Quick Big Bad Johnny check. Hello, hello. Can you launch a Grok agent? And then I want you to prompt that Grok agent to open up 10 Claude agents in headless mode.
Okay, let me check your current terminals and then get that Grok agent queued up. I've got a couple of Grok agent terminals on screen right now. Which Grok agent do you want me to use?
Close Marshall.
First, Marshall is closed. Now I'm sending the same command to Chase. If you
Jesus Christ, that psychopath. All right, this is much better. This is much better. This is much better. This is much cleaner. Okay. Prompt Chase to close all the headless Claude agents.
Got it. Let me check the Canvas state before sending that instruction. I've asked Chase to close all the headless Claude agents. If you want, I can check back when they're shut down. Looks like Chase is still spinning up 10 agents. If you want, we can check status next and
Close Chase too, you psychopath. You messed that up royally.
Okay. Done.
All right. Now open a new Grok agent.
Hey, pulling up a fresh Grok agent now. Let me know what you want to feed it once it's up.
I'm not sure why you just prompt that Grok agent when I open it up. That was crazy. But anyways, can you close Marshall and then can you please change the theme to the Lakeside theme?
Okay, got it. Let me check the current canvas and then handle those changes.
Okay, now I need you to prompt Chase to open up 25 Codex agents in headless mode.
Got it. Let me check Chase first and then we'll send that request. I've prompted Chase to spin up
Holy shit, it's
Chase
really
is
good at
spinning up
that.
25 agents.
And it's so fast.
Chase's output settled.
By the way, I think that GPT Live is coming out any day now because I've noticed a small degradation in GPT real time too. So I'm thinking that GPT Live is coming out any day now. And it's so unfortunate that this is the way the cycle works with models, is like right before a new model releases, like obviously they have to switch compute over, or I don't know what they do. They partition compute over to the newer offering, and then the consumer can feel it. Like you guys know when like a new Anthropic model comes out, like when Fable 5 was releasing, Opus 4.8 days before was legitimately unusable. I'm gonna see if I can get this to. I'm gonna see if I can get these headless agents to do something without it crashing the stream, because the performance on that is insane. I mean, they open up so fast, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Are you going to use that window size? Why not have them make 3 to 4 small cards? Honestly, it could just make one card. If they're running in headless mode, it could just make one card. Headless mode just means there's no graphical user interface to the terminal. So the amount of like actual CPU and GPU they use is insane. And even me, myself, I was like, oh my God, like that can't make a difference. Showing the streaming text inside the terminal versus showing nothing at all, not even having it render. And actually, when you have 20, 30, 40 agents up, it makes a massive difference. Max, you Big Bad Johnny checked, but didn't check in. Why? Oh, shit. I didn't even see you replied. I just was making sure you were still still kicking. It was oddly silent on your end, which normally is not a thing inside the stream. It was John was awoke by mistake. It was an accidental wake up. I feel like you guys know I'm a dad. I felt like one of those things where the kids were quiet for too long, and I was like, wait a second, this cannot be good. This can't be good. Children have been far too quiet for far too long. My senses are tingling. All right, let's see if we can prompt this. Fuck it. Can you please tell Chase to have all of the headless agents inside this canvas research a different city inside Mexico, find out the temperature today, and then summarize them all here in this agent?
I passed that prompt to Chase.
All right, we're going to see if the stream can stay up while this rips. I don't know. I have no idea. You watched that reel? I don't know about the reel, but I know that's my life. That's my everyday life, is what I do know. Go to sleep, John. Go to sleep. Having a targetable cell each is nice. A sidebar list could
Chase
hold
tasked
them.
24 agents.
Yeah, you're actually right that having the this is so nice, guys. Holy
Chase's
shit, this is so
output
nice.
settled.
I'm almost thinking that when we're orchestrating agents, they should probably just default to headless mode, to be honest. It's so nice.
Chewie's output settled.
Because
Grogu's output.
You can immediately see which is the orchestration
Liberty-
agent because it's right here,
Yoda's
obviously.
output settled.
And then when we take it a
Mando's
step
output.
further and we have the rail
Ahsoka's
working,
output.
it's going to be so good.
Han's
Oh, holy
Leia's
shit.
output
And then it
settled.
just shows you the output too?
Zuma's
Dude, are you
output
fucking
settled.
kidding me right now? Wait a second. This is so nice.
Padme's
Look at this.
output settled.
It's just showing me the output. That's it.
Rex's output settled.
The output and done. Dude, this is how it should default to. I'm sorry.
Chase's output settled.
Can you give us a
Chase's
quick rundown of
output
what
settled.
exactly headless mode means? Yeah, so I'll show you something really quick here. Can you please prompt Chase to close all of the agents except for Marshall?
Okay, I've told Chase to close everything except Marshall. If you want, I can also help you refocus or
Can you open a Claude Code agent?
I've sent the push to Chase to
I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's infuriating. All right, anyways, so guys, this agent on the
Chase's
left
output
here is
settled.
running headless. You see there's no text, there's no interface at all. Okay? This agent has a head on it. So it has to render the scrolling text. You know what I mean? So when I say hold on. Chase, can you please count to 50, one number at a time, visually?
Sent to Chase.
When it does tasks, right, it shows everything that's happening. You would think that this takes nothing as far as CPU and graphical
output
utilization, but it's not true at all. So if I have 50 agents showing this graphical user interface of what's going on, then it's very CPU intensive, very GPU intensive, versus if I have this agent here on the left-hand side here running without a head, no head at all, then it doesn't require anywhere near the amount of CPU power, GPU power. So it just makes it a lot more system friendly to run all these agents at the same time. Remember my canvas icon concept? I foresaw this. Damn. Truth. 3 layers of focus. Headless, minimized, and truth. 3 layers of focus. I don't know what that means. Headless, minimized, 1 focused. All right, so now let's take it a step further. I'm going to close these. Actually, let's make sure that we have other agents running headless. Spawn a Grok agent. Chase, can you please open up 15 Kimmy agents headless?
Sent to Chase.
Like, I don't know if it has all the harnesses, is the thing.
Chase is spinning up 15 agents.
It does. It has Kimmy, okay. Close everything. Spawn a Grok agent. Chase, can you please open up 15 headless open code agents?
Sent to Chase. Chase is spinning up 15 agents.
All right, so we don't have open code.
Chase's output settled.
We don't have open code. And it looks like it's having like an issue with that. Chase, close all the open code agents.
Sent to Chase.
Chase, can you please open up 15 Grok agents headless?
Sent to Chase. Chase is spinning up 15 agents.
We don't have Grok either.
Chase's output settled.
So it seems like it just has Kimmy, it just has Claude, and it just has Codex. Close everything.
Closed 16 windows.
Everest. Right now, I only have the ability to open Codex, Claude, and Kimmy in headless mode. Can you please do some research and figure out if it's possible to have open code and Grok and all the other harnesses open up in headless mode in the same way?
Sent to Everest.
Your usage goes burr, maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. All right, guys, I'll be right back. 1 second. Like building the ability to have them as dashboard widgets for graphics, for graphing, etc. on a separate canvas would be nice. Agents that are looking across my fleet, for instance. Does the software cost tokens at API value? Kung Fu, no. It uses your existing AI subs. So that was a major design consideration. And that's why they run their independent harnesses inside of Canvas, is so that you can bring all your existing subs. There's no API session. There's no API token usage. The only thing you can use an API usage for is if you want to add Grok voice or GPT real-time voice to control the canvas. Unban John. John wants to unban. We're going to do that today, definitely. He says, can we make a pipeline for Chase to be able to access the blocked users on YouTube to be able to unban John the Dragon? Might be a time-saving feature. It probably would be pretty time-saving, I'm not going to lie, with the amount of times that situation has teeter-tottered. Slater Dev, what's going on? We're working on headless agents. We're working on the rail, the fleet mode. And what was the third thing we have going on? Oh, yeah, that's right. We got to figure out what is going on with the Focus Marshal. With... Oh, wait. Boris said we got to delete our Claude MD file. I don't know if that's the truth or not, or if that's bullshit. He says, oh my
Everest's
God.
output settled.
All right, so it says Boris built these files up for a year. Now he tells people to throw them away. Write everything down for Claude. That's all it takes. Actually delete it and start over. Add stuff back only when Claude screws up. Delete it every 6 months, especially now. Why he changed his mind. The notes were never wisdom. They were patches for a dumber model. Newer models already know that stuff, so the notes stopped helping and started getting in the way. They deleted 80% of Claude Code's own instructions and it got slightly smarter, but he didn't quit the idea. His team still keeps one. It's just short, about 2 pages. The catch, a long file doesn't get partly read. It makes Claude ignore the important bits too because they're buried. The whole thing in one line. Keep a short list of stuff Claude gets wrong and wipe it clean every few months to see if it still needs telling. I don't know why that feels concerning. Marshall, are we talking about the Claude MD file for Claude Code Agent as a whole, like fully zoomed out? Or are we talking about the Claude MD file that is by project? Like, what is Boris talking about?
Sent to Marshall.
I am Don says next up, speed run a different project with Canvas.
Marshall's output settled.
Listen, you guys already know I'm I am an ADHD psychopath, and I don't need any tempting at all. Okay, fair question. He's sloppy about it, and the distinction matters a lot for you. There are 3 separate things, and only 2 are yours. Claude Code's own built-in instructions, Anthropic baked into the product. You can't... Yeah, okay, we got that. Your personal file applies to everything you do, every project. Boris is 2 lines. The project file. He does not tell you to delete the project one. His team's project file is alive, and they add to it several times a week. It's just 2,000 tokens. Yours is 38,000. So the honest read for Canvas: delete it every 6 months, aimed at personal setups, only loosely applied to you. Keep it around 2K tokens. Add a line when Claude screws up. What is he talking about, guys? Do you think that he's talking about do you think he's talking about the Claude MD file for Claude as a whole? Or he's talking about the Claude MD project the Claude MD file that's per project? Speed running Windows Canvas. Can't wait to watch. Yeah, we almost need to have a special stream like the one that I tried to do weeks ago where it's like I'm not turning the stream off until version 1 of Windows Canvas is released. I feel like that's what we do. I feel like that's the play. Per project and per session. Sloppager says, bro, just run a loop for a few days to convert to Windows. That's exactly what we do. They converted Bun to Rust in 11 days on a loop. Chad says, I'm not fucking leaving. Registration page for Windows CNVS. Hit a number, do the stream. Good idea, good idea. I think it's a massive loop with a hypercritical. I think it's a massive loop with a hypercritical loop. I think he's grifting and holding the. So no one knows that we don't know if he's talking about the Claude MD file for. Okay. Marshall, which one of the Claude MD files is problematic for me? Is it the project-based Claude MD file, or is it the overarching Claude MD file for Claude Code in general?
Sent to Marshall.
He's talking about the system prompt, not project prompt. How do you know that? And it's also, I don't think it's called system prompt because the system prompt is baked into Claude Code. You can't edit that. I hate when people do that. Just say the ish. I know. Definitive answer, you don't have a global. I don't even have a global one, so it doesn't matter. People are always like, Max, what are your skills? Like, what is your Claude MD file? I don't even have a global Claude MD file, so it doesn't matter. You have exactly one Claude MD, and it's in the project. All right. Marshall, what do you think about us firing up a Fable 5 agent and having it do a hyper-intelligent compression of the Claude MD file inside of this project to get down to 2,000 tokens?
Sent to Marshall.
How's that? That's genius. He was talking about the project one. Each model has more and more functionality, and he was saying that you don't need to steer it as much. That's what I like. I like that a lot. That's what I like. All right, it says half honest answer, half good idea, but the half you're describing is the wrong half.
Marshall's output.
Why compress it as a trap? Compression preserves information. That's its whole job. You'd get a 40,000 character file that's denser and harder to read. Every sentence load bearing, nothing skimmable. You'd have made it worse while feeling like you fixed it. And there's a sharper problem. Boris' exact words on this. You don't want to guess what's the instructions that the model needs because you might not predict it correctly. The thing you want to do is run it. An agent compressing your file is pure guessing. It has never built CNVS. It doesn't know that the lake video material thing bites in fleet modes rail with doesn't. It'll keep whatever sounds important, which means it keeps everything because you wrote it all like it's important. Also, Fable 5 is the fast tier. This is a task that's 5% typing and 95% judgment. Wrong tool for the judgment part. How is Fable 5 the fast tier now? What are we talking about? What it actually do and where an agent genuinely helps. Move the file to docs architecture.md. Split the dormant feature sections into their own docs. Agent, boring, mechanical, safe, real work, no judgment. Decide which 150 lines survive. You and me, one sitting, 20 minutes. Wow. I didn't see that coming at all. I did not see that coming at all. I did not see that coming. It's saying you and me sit down and go line by line through the Claude MD file. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense because how is the agent supposed to know what's bullshit or not based on the issues that we've ran into, you know, day after day building Canvas? But it would seem like that would be a hypercritical thing to do because every prompt that's being sent is including this massive Claude MD file. Like if you have a project that you've worked on for a long time, is including a 40,000 character Claude MD file, and I can guarantee you that 75% of it is bullshit, outdated, and steering the model wrong. So if you're building a project with Claude and you start getting deep into it and you start feeling like you're not able to progress, probably going through the Claude MD file is the best thing you could do. But I'm not going to do that right now. I notice all agents constantly overestimate total time required in these tasks. Yes, it does. I'm misled on this or convinced myself I knew what he was talking about. Date invitation by Fable. Jesus. Okay, all right. Let's go to Opus 5 Nuketown. Let me see what my usage is at here. Okay. What is the does Kimiko? It has a swarm, right? It has a swarm. Chase, I would like you to use the Kimmy K Agent Swarm to take this Nuketown game to AAA level graphics if they were in Ghibli style. What you need to do is fan out as many sub-agents as possible to make every aspect of this game AAA level. Okay, so the weapons, the weapon animations, the firing of the weapons, the hit scan nature of the weapons, time to kill, the hit markers. The map needs to perfectly reflect the actual Nuketown map, so you are going to need to find online images or documentation showing exactly what the Nuketown map looks like, placements of elements inside the map, what the inside of the houses look like, the positioning of the houses, the backyard, the spawn positions, everything. All of these agents should work on it on a per round basis. You are going to fire up extremely critical sub-agents to judge the level of work that the agents did. It should look at the game we are creating and the actual Call of Duty game side by side and judge whether or not this is a genuine AAA level game in a Ghibli theme. If it's not, it needs to keep going until we have gotten that far. The loop needs to continue until every agent is satisfied in each individual area. And I need you to brainstorm areas that I might be missing that will make sure that the game feels incredible end to end.
Sent to Chase.
That's a God prompt. Oh no. K3 is not
Chase's
configured in the
output
config?
settled.
No, 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 no. Let me copy this. Let me pull up Kimi code. Use Kimi K3 with high thinking effort for the best balance between... Okay, let me see that. Let me go model. All right, K3 on high. Fantastic. Paste that in there. Enter. I think it's working that time. Okay, great. If that finishes by the end of the stream, then we'll do a 5v5 on stream together. If that finishes by the end of the stream, we'll do a 5x5 team deathmatch. Or actually, we'll do a free-for-all today. We'll do a free-for-all, and we'll just get the thing loaded up. I don't know. Actually, a 5v5 is probably better. We'll do 8v8 or something like that. And we'll fix some of the issues that we ran into yesterday when we did Halo. All right, let's go back to Canvas. What about adding some kind of live showcase of usage on your AI agents, like having them show usage on each of them? So I think that... we have a usage node. Hold on. Possibly. It says reading agent usage. The only thing I'm worried about is that we just added the ability to have 2 Claude Code subs, and I don't know how it's going to handle doing that.
Marshall's output settled.
Start goal, drive Fallout suburbs to AAA quality Studio Ghibli art direction per contracts Ghibli art direction.md across every surface. Map rebuilt to authentically match the Call of Duty Nuketown. Done when all 3 critics, visual Ghibli AAA critic, Nuketown layout fidelity critic, game feel critic return verdict. Pass in the same round on freshly captured frames with NPM run. Verify green. Switch to auto and start. Best if you want Kimi code to keep working while you are away. Tools are approved automatically and questions are skipped. Keep YOLO and start. Tools and plan changes stay approved automatically. Kimi code may still ask you questions. All right, I guess switch to auto mode. I thought YOLO mode would be way more like just keep working than auto mode. Is what I thought would happen there, but I guess not. All right, it says, yes, every remaining harness can do headless the same way, except Aider. I probed each installed CLI with a real turn. Also worth noting, Pi already works in the current build. The registry is Claude, Codex, Kimi, and Pi. So you have 4 today, not 3. Here's what where the other 4 stand. Grok, ready to build right now. OpenCode, ready right now too. Cursor, 1 small check needed. Gemini, 2 small fixes first. I don't even know what Aider is. Okay. Everest, please build this end to end.
Sent to Everest.
Okay. Rebel, can you please run the dev build of this so I can check out the volume sliders?
Sent to Rebel.
Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Tracks the usage per account. John, hi John. Bro, just use one AI, okay? Oscar, what is up, Oscar? The Claude Code Agent Maxer, what's up? We've been using everything. Not sure what you're up to, but if you start doing headless, I'm pretty sure you have to manage context windows and all the things. How come? And Claude-P. Oh, so I don't believe we're doing Claude-P at all, but
Rubble's output settled.
and also I think that they actually reverted that. That's how T3 Code is still using Claude, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I think they reverted that. But we're not doing -P or anything like that. We're literally just not rendering the, like, we're showing the terminal and not rendering the user interface. And I have no data to support how effective that is past what it feels like running 40 agents anecdotally myself with a user interface and not a user interface. What the fuck is Aider and why does Claude always chill out? I have to tell it to never talk about Aider so it would stop. Really? That's so weird. That's so weird. All right, the usage thing finished. It's right here. Hold on. Focus usage. So it looks like we don't have Cursor, Gemini, or Grok. And I wonder if it'll let me see into my second account, because that would be really good. That would be really nice. Spawn a open code agent.
Rex the open code is ready.
Rex. Rex, can you please deep dive the usage node that we have inside of Canvas? The thing that I'm worried about is if it will handle our second, third, fourth Claude Code accounts, so I can see the usage on all of my Claude Code accounts. And also, is it possible to add Grok, Cursor, Kimi, Gwen, all these other harnesses into the usage meter as well?
Sent to Rex.
Perfect. Perfect. So, Crispy
Everest
Donut says,
output
bro,
settled.
just use one AI. I don't even know how I would possibly go back to using one AI. I don't even know how I would do that. And that's coming from building iPhone apps, hardware projects, Mac app now, web projects. Like the thought of having one AI terminal open and then like giving it a task, waiting for it to complete that task for 17, 30, 45 minutes. That task finishing and then moving on to the next task. Is like a nightmare. Is like a nightmare because these models are not even getting faster right now. They're getting slower. Like that's how they're getting so much better, is they're getting so much slower. And you guys have seen on stream, like it'll take 35, 45. It's actually a massive issue right now as far as like live streaming vibe coding. It's that's why I like Grok so much better than all the other agents, because it's so fast that when I'm live streaming, I can give it a task, I can finish it, and then I can move on to the next thing. But a lot of these agents, like you give it one task and it takes 20 minutes to do it. Like that's not crazy. Sergeant Phil says, what about adding free localhost voice chat options in Canvas? Something that sits between Parakeet's fast local commands, and the more advanced GPT real-time or Grok voice models. Lucky says, go back to writing code manually. Mac AI says, wake up! I'm awake. So we have talked about that many a times. What about adding a localhost voice chat option in Canvas, something that sits between Parakeet Fast local commands and the more advanced GPT real-time or Grok voice modes? There is... Hugging Face put out like a build your own GPT real time. Let me do this. Spawn a Grok agent.
Liberty the Grok CLI is ready.
Focus Liberty. Liberty, can you please do a deep dive on Hugging Face? They have this like almost build your own GPT real time situation where like you can plug in individual models for, I think, like the hearing and for the voice reply and then for the brains. And I believe you could even plug in whatever models you want, like running locally. Can you just do a deep dive and give me an ultra brief report back as to where that project's at?
Sent to Liberty.
Liberty, my man. Black Mamba is back. What's up? What's up? K3 #1 on Code Arena. Let me see this. Let me see this.
Zuma's output settled.
What? This just came out? What? You guys see this? You guys see this? Gimme K3 Max 1664 on Code Arena's full stack top 20.
Liberty's output
Do
settled.
overall rankings across AI models on full stack web. Oh, this is on full stack web development. Okay. This is on full stack web development. For those of you that don't know what that means building the whole thing. That means front end, back end, database, the full deal. Gimme K3 Max is at 1664. Do we agree with these findings? GPT 5.6 Soul is at 1633, and then Fable 5 is at 1623. And they haven't listed a thinking mode for Fable 5. Do we agree with these findings? Apparently K3 is better than Preview. Argo, everyone says this about every benchmark. Everyone says this about every benchmark. All right, I need you guys to type in chat. What is the most reputable benchmark right now? Type in chat. What is the most reputable benchmark that we can believe in? What is the most reputable one we can believe in? Type in chat right now. Been using K3 all day today, and it's just not as good as Fable 5 or Opus 5, in my opinion. I will agree that, like, the benchmarks are totally different from the feel bench. Like when you go and actually feel the model out. Can't wait to run out of my usage on my 20X Pro in 1 minute. Hope we get 750 tokens per second sold on Thursday, y'all. If we get that, that's going to be insane. That's going to be insane. Have they said anything more about that? Back to the Open GPT real-time thing. As one, they shipped a real-time shaped voice agent runtime where hearing, brains, and mouth are independent plugins, and the brain can be any OpenAI compatible server, including fully local. That's the modular build your own product you remembered, and the trade is classic Cascade engineering, maximum control, latency, and expressiveness that depend entirely on the 4 pieces you plug in. Liberty, is there any models we could run locally that would make sense here to do end-to-end hearing, brains, and talking back on like a 24 gigabyte MacBook Pro M5?
Sent to Liberty.
Someone should make the D's Nuts LLM benchmark. GPT API for GPT Live Voice is expensive, hence the request. How do you know that, Sergeant Phil? I thought they haven't released the API for GPT Live Voice. You guys keep saying crazy shit today. Today's Tuesday the 28th. What is going on today? Why does everybody keep coming and saying insane shit in chat? K3 first runs through your X to see whether it's worth computing well for you. What do you... I mean, you laugh, but the idea, like, it's probably not that far-fetched that they're out there and they're like, all right, like, if you see like T3 Theo included in any of the like account information, like, go ahead, bump the tokens per second up,
Liberty's
throw a little extra
output
compute
settled.
that account's way. I live like 10 minutes from where OpenAI wants to build the massive data center in Georgia, and everyone is pissed. I'm like, please build more, release better, faster models. Sergeant Phil says we're all drinking. That makes sense. That actually makes sense. I don't understand the benchmarks. Nobody actually does. Nobody actually understands them. All right, bottom end. Yes, local end-to-end on a 24 gigabyte M5 is realistic and sensible as long as you treat it as hearing parakeet or whisper turbo if you need more languages. Brains 4B primary or 8 to 9B stretch, 12B ceiling. Talking is Qwen 3 talk text-to-speech if quality matters. That's not a toy demo setup. It's the same class of stack HF ships for local Reachy. What you shouldn't expect is local GPT real-time with a 30B brain and cinematic voice, all simultaneous, while Canvas is max. 24 gigabyte wants one sharp cascade, not 3 heavyweights at once. If you want, I can sketch a concrete Canvas mode 3 local. Okay. This is so rude. I feel rude to Grok when it does this, but I always have Grok do the research, and then I'm like, all right, send that to Fable 5, please. I have Grok do all the research because it's so fast and it's so good at doing research because it has access to X, and X has all the latest news. And then after I'm done with it doing the research, I'm like, all right, please, good job. Can you send that over to Fable 5, please, to have it built out? Wait, why are you using Grok 4.5 and not Opus 5? Because if I asked Opus 5 to do that research, we'd be another 3 hours into the stream, and it might not even get it done. We'd be like, all right. Like, don't get me wrong, I love Opus 5, but Opus 5 is probably the most, like, specific use case model we've ever seen. Like, Opus 5 has a very, very specific use case that you should use it in, and it's the only use case you should use it in, which is a long-running agentic gauntlet loop, a gauntlet loop. And that's it. That's the only reason you should be using Opus 5. Any single agent thing should go to Kimi, to Fable, GPT-5.6 Soul, Grok 4.5, Qwen 3.8 Max, any of those. If you're going to open one agent and you're going to say, do this, do not send that to Opus 5. Just don't do that. Can you please send all this information to a new Fable 5 agent? Have it make a plan for utilizing a local real-time mode inside of CNVS behind a flag. Have it research the best possible models to use on the Mac that I'm on right now. And and give me an ultra brief reply of like the plan that it wants to make. Essentially, I want you to spawn a Fable 5 agent, hand this off to them, have it do the research, figure out what the best situation is for us here inside of Canvas and on my hardware, and have the Fable 5 agent tell me the plan that it wants to do moving forward. I love Canvas, guys. I really do. It's so fucking good. What? I'm eating a Perfect Bar, which for those of you that don't know, Perfect Bar is like a super low glycemic protein bar with a ton of fat, but it also has like a great ingredient list. Let me put you on. Let me put you on right now, okay? Let me make sure there's nothing weird on here. All right. So it's 340 calories.
Liberty is spitting up Horizon.
It's 340 calories. There's 17 grams of protein. And then there's 19 grams of fat, 20 grams of carbs. Listen to this. Listen to this ingredient list right here. Peanut butter, honey, non-fat milk, egg powder, rice protein, whole food powders consisting of kale, flaxseed, rosehip, oranges, lemons, papaya, tomatoes, apples, alfalfa, celery, kelp, dulce, whatever that is, carrot and spinach, flaxseed oil, sesame seed oil, olive oil, and pumpkin seed oil, fully organic. Apps Creative says, will it automatically open Fable model? Yes, it will. It already did. Sounds like a prompt. It's funny because when I was reading that out loud, it immediately went to whatever area of my brain is the prompting area of my brain. That's where we've gotten to in our vibe coding journey. That as soon as I start talking like that or reading something like that, my mind immediately goes to like prompting or reading from a prompt. Slobber, she would not think that's funny at all. She would not think that's funny. That would be a one-day prank, and then there'd be no more pranks. No, what happened? What happened? What happened? Instantly reached my usage limit on Kimmy K3. No! How is this possible? How is this possible? See, that's why Opus Vibe is nice, guys. Opus Vibe is nice because it just keeps going. It just keeps going. Like the usage thing, it's so efficient. All right, 100% of the 5-hour limit, and then 86% of the weekly limit. Oh no, am I max thinking? I'm in high, I'm in high. Oh, that's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. 20 minutes for a reset? Yeah, but I think in order to actually do this, in order to actually see the Nuketown game, we would have to upgrade. I think it would smoke the whole plan. Like, the only reason why the Agentic Gauntlet thing works is because Opus 5 is so efficient.
Liberty's output settled.
All right, this is super interesting. This is super interesting. So we have it looking at Hugging Face, the GPT real-time clone that it made, where essentially you plug in your own models. You know, so you can use like Parakeet for its ears. We can use Qwen 3 text to speech for its voice. And we can use, I don't even know what model we can use for its brains. Something good. Something good. Gemma 4B, I don't know. It's got to be something good. It's got to be something really fast. And this is very exciting. This could be a really good sort of marketing video for X. You know, where I show myself controlling the canvas in a conversational manner, and then I say like, "Oh, by the way, this is running fully locally." I'm just not sure how possible it is going to be running all of this while live streaming at the same time. I think we're probably going to run into an issue there.
Rider's output settled.
I think we're going to run into an issue there.
Liberty's output settled.
All right, so I had this banger prompt all set up, ready to go. Somebody said the reset is in 20 minutes for the 5-hour limit. But it's just gonna use it. It's gonna use it too fast. It's gonna use it too fast. Let me see where we're at with my first Claude plan. What a nightmare, guys. We're actually cooking our usage.
Chase's output settled.
We got decent amount of usage left here. So I'm gonna close this. I'm going to I'll come over here and I'll add text. Paste this in here. What do I want to do here? We're not going to use Kimmy K Agent Swarm. I'm going to say fan. Sub agents out with a dynamic workflow. Let's take this Nuketown game to AAA graphics. Okay, great. I will be putting this game live on one of my servers, my Linux servers. It needs to run flawlessly. It needs a matchmaking system with a pre-game lobby, and ideally the pre-game lobby fills a 6v6 team deathmatch, and then if players leave, queued players can come into the match before the match ends, so it never ends up being a situation where it's like a 1v5. It will need a nice leaderboard so I can see like who's on my team and who's on the other team, and also a chat system, kind of like Counter-Strike, where you can press enter and type your chat. Would be amazing. All right, I think that's going to be it. I think it's going to be the one. I just don't know how long. Right now, the gun shooting does not work at all. That's a known bug. If I left click, it doesn't work. As soon as I join the game, it basically shoots the full clip of ammo for the gun that I have inside the game. And then after that, there's no reloading, there's no shooting or anything like that. All right, this is decent. This is decent. Copy. Paste. Go. Close. Close. Like, the problem is running K3 in that Agentic Gauntlet is like the same thing as running almost like Fable 5 in the Agentic Gauntlet, because in reality, like, yes, it is less expensive, but it's nowhere near, like, K3 is less expensive than Fable 5, but it's nowhere near as less expensive as like Opus 5 is than even K3 or Fable 5. Like, what is the cost per task? Cost per task, Opus 5 versus Fable versus K3. Where is the cost per task? Models. Cost per task. Here we go. Oh, wow. So K3 is cheaper than Opus 5. So I guess if I did get an upgraded plan, this is so interesting. Holy shit. All right, check this out, guys. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this, guys. This is really interesting. Okay. Cost per task. Cost per intelligence index task. Fable 5 is at $2.75. Opus 5 Max is at $2.03. That's crazy. I thought it was way more efficient than that. That's API, not subscription. Yeah, but also with the Kimi K3 subscription, you get 30 time usage if you're on a $199 plan. If you're on the Kimi K3 $200 plan, you get 30 times usage inside Kimi code. Like, honestly, what I'll probably do is cancel one of my Claude code subs. So I have one Claude code sub, $200 a month, and then one Kimi K3 sub, $200 a month. Because this is half. This is less than half the cost, guys, per task. 30 times compared to what, though? 30 times usage compared to API. 30 times usage compared to API if you have the $199 a month. So if you were to pay for $199 of API tokens from K3 versus if you got the $199 K3 monthly sub, you get 30 times usage. So that's an equivalent of $6,000. That's an equivalent of $6,000. And then the Claude Max plan is 20x, right? Can everyone verify? Is it 20x? So the Claude Max is 20x, so that's an equivalent of $4,000, are we saying? Spawn a Grok agent.
Chase the Grok Key Li is ready.
Chase, when I'm looking at the Kimi K3 subs, and it says 30 time usage in Kimi code for the $199 plan, is that 30 times the usage of like the API tokens you would get paying $199 using Kimi K3 via API? Or is that 30 time usage of the base plan? And what does that even mean? And do they tell you how many tokens or whatnot? I'm trying to compare, like, what's the efficiency of a Kimi K3 $200 a month plan looks like based on cost per task from artificial analysis versus like Opus 5 or Fable 5 in the $200 a month Claude plan.
Sent to Chase.
Wow, we're going so deep, guys. This is as deep as you can go. Nice. I'm talking about Opus 5, not Opus 4.8. All right, so you're right. 30 times is 30 times the base Kimmy code plan, the $19 Moderato tier, not the 30 times the API tokens you'd get if you spent $199 on Kimmy K3 API. They mostly don't publish a hard token allotment. Official analysis cost per task is an API number you can't divide. What just happened? You can't divide your $20 sub by 94 cents and call it done. Okay. What 30-time usage in Kimmy code means. Kimmy's paid tiers use relative credit multipliers. Same idea as Claude Max, 5 times, 20 times Pro. Interesting.
Chase's output settled.
There's 5x and 20x max. I knew it. Max, my girlfriend said I was autistic and Canvas help. It definitely won't help with that. It definitely will not help with that at all. It might make you more. Just kidding, I don't have a girlfriend. It won't help with that either. It definitely it won't help with that either. Oh shit, this is actually going decently fast. Maybe not. It hasn't even started this yet. Well, no, it has started, but it hasn't finished.
Sky's output settled.
All right. I'm going to use the restroom, and then when I get back, we're going to start the PC loop. We're going to start the PC loop for Opus 5 to do the Agentic Gauntlet on the Gauntlet loop on building the PC version. What if you had an agent where there was an actual person on the other side taking your prompts to make you more social? What are you talking about? What are you talking about right now, Oscar? Sure would be nice to be in YouTube chat. Damn. All right, let me find the canvas for the Windows app we started. And then we're gonna set up the most badass looping situation. All right, I have no idea where we put it. I have no idea where we put it. New canvas. CNVS. Windows. Create. Choose project. Command K. Rock. Yes. Chase. I need you to find our CNVS version that we were creating in C to run on Windows. I do not know where I put the folder. I'm sure it is probably inside the directory apps that's inside the directory create that's on my desktop. I need you to find it.
Sent to Chase.
Just had an omelet for lunch. Let's go. I hope there was like some bacon and some cheese and something in there. Spinach. All right, let's check in on Nuketown. It has a combat server, a combat client, a web FX, a view model animation, the lobby 6v6, the chat scoreboard, the map, and it has the deploy. All fired up. I should have included in the dynamic workflow, just make it live on the server. And then this whole prompt, like when this prompt finishes, the game would be live. Fix combat, 6v6 matchmaking, rebuild the map as Faithful Nuketown, client-side weapon prediction, HUD ammo truth, AAA weapon feel, FX, hit markers, recoil, time to kill. Oh, it's gonna be so good. I don't know if it's gonna finish. I don't know if it's gonna finish, but it's gonna be so good if it finishes today. Let's go Windows canvas loop. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. The real Windows project, Canvas QT. Yep, that's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Okay.
Chase's output settled.
Let me go new canvas. And then let me find Canvas QT. There it is. Claude Code Agent. And then let me say, let me grab the agentic, let me grab the loop, the gauntlet loop from the man himself on Twitter, and then we're going to copy this. All right. We have the prompt. Get a rectangle behind this so we can see it. All right, I want you to build a Canvas clone for Windows. It should be utterly perfect, visually beautiful, with every single thing done at Canvas for Mac quality. From themes to agent control to MCP and CLI, Hermes integration, agent tiling, to anything you could think of. Fan out sub-agents and have sub-agents tackle each one individually so that the Canvas Windows clone is utterly perfect. You should loop on each item and have a separate sub-agent check it visually to ensure it looks and works exactly like the Mac OS version. That separate sub-agent should be a really harsh critic, and if it doesn't look exactly like the Mac OS version, it should keep going. Don't stop until each sub-agent is utterly wow with the quality when compared with the actual CNVS Mac app. It should literally compare them side by side, blind, and say which one looks better, I guess. Do this in 3JS. No. Definitely don't do this in 3JS. Loop until it's utterly perfect. Fan out sub-agents and ultra code. All right, that's the prompt. Also, be sure to add a Windows 98 theme. Wait, Windows, it's not Windows 98. Am I cooked right now? It's Windows 95, isn't it? All right, Windows 95. All right, that's Opus 5. Oh, I'm such an idiot. I'm such an idiot. You can find the CNVS Mac app one directory up from this. Done. What is Nuketown? Sounds amazing. Amaze. You're cooked. Windows 10. YOLO. I just used Toribro. React for UI is too good. Yeah, but it's running JavaScript on your operating system, Slob. Come on. What are you doing? Man, super productive today. Stoked. Yeah, we're getting after it. Windows 95 2026 Remastered Edition. Wow, Delete-O-Matic. That just immediately gave me the thought to vibe code a real Windows 95 Remastered 2026 edition. How sick would that be? If we built an operating system from the ground up, I don't even know what language you would write it in. We built an operating system from the ground up with Opus 5 in a loop. It was the Windows 95 Remastered Edition. That would be unbelievable. Unbelievable. No one has done that yet. Nobody has built an operating system from the ground up. Fully vibe coded. The 2026 remastered Windows 95. It's JS for front end, Rust for back end. Bro, I watched Project Hail Mary with the girls this weekend. It's so good. It's literally like one of those movies that, like, after you watch it, you feel differently about everything. Assembly vibe code. Linux kernel and graphical user interface layer. Windows XP was the go. Honestly, all those old operating systems like Windows XP were so good. Like, we had no idea how good they were. Oh my God. Like, I feel like going back to the simplicity of those operating systems would feel so, so good right now. Like, there's just so much junk, garbage, graphical user interface, slop. Windows is just a slop fest. It's gross. There's ads for Candy Crush inside the start menu. I don't know who was in that meeting, and they're like, let's take the operating system where people have to work in all day, every day, and then let's show an ad for Candy Crush and Norton Antivirus on loop inside their start menu, so they have to see it every single day when they use their operating system. And then Mac, I mean, don't even get me started. Mac is, I mean, they're not showing ads in their operating system, but like the top right taskbar is a fucking disaster. They're throwing slop as fast as anyone else. Codename says, hey, don't be too hard on Windows LL. I'm not. You could de-slop Windows. I did. I know. Before, like, I probably have more time on Windows than I do on Mac. Probably have much more time. I definitely have much more time on Windows than I have on Mac. My whole life has been on Windows. Windows 11 is polished and clean now. Did they get rid of the ads in the start menu? Spawn a Grok agent.
Marshall, the Grok CLI is ready.
All right, we definitely got to fix that. That's not good. I don't like how that opens, and it's a nightmare like that. Marshall, are there still ads in the start menu for like Candy Crush and stuff in the latest version of Windows?
Sky, the agent is ready.
Are there still ads for like Candy Crush and stuff in the latest version of Windows? Oh my God, they also removed the Bing search slop too. I remember when you went to go search from the little start menu, it would be like, here's Bing internet results. Like, you would go to search for like Microsoft Word or something like that, right? This is way back in the day. And it would be like, here is Bing internet search results. And also, they're all wrong. Zaryan says, Marshall, prompt chat to wake up! Can't lie, absolutely hate that when I do a fresh install of Windows, I need an Outlook account and can't skip or anything. Oh my God, I forgot. That's the other crazy thing. Is that when you go and log in, like every now and then it will bring you to this like screen where you can't even get to your operating system. That's like an ad that's like, Are you sure you don't want to buy Microsoft One, Word, Excel package into a yearly sub? You can't get to your operating system unless you buy. Dark development pathway button obscurely hid to bypass this menu that loads every time you load your operating system. But Microsoft Edge is still here. Type in your wrong password and Windows takes 3 minutes to tell you it's wrong. It's super annoying. This is just shit on Windows Day, unfortunately. Man, yes, Rocky dying is like up there with Mufasa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh wait, you are building Canvas Windows version now. We have a loop starting. We have a loop starting, the same loop that we use to make the video game. That's just it's the best way to vibe code right now. That is going to probably spend 24 hours making a Windows version of Canvas right now. The paperclip upgrade. Dude, honestly, a Windows 98 2026 remaster with paperclip having GPT real time. Clippy having GPT real time built in would kind of slap a little bit. Just imagine. A Windows version of Canvas? Yes. Oh, Big Bad Johnny's back. Let's go. What's up, Garlic Crouton? I wouldn't sleep on Edge. I'm just glad they did what everyone does and go Chromium. Can't beat them. Join them. So Edge is based on Chromium. Why did they even bother with that then? How about the other way around as well? Have Canvas build your own version of Windows. It's doing it right now. All right, what is happening here? Oh, this is still just ripping. Man, it's crazy. It's crazy that rips away. Let me go and check and see if the Hugging Face real time is available. All right, plan done. Full report at task mark succeeded. Mode 3, local real time, the plan in brief. Talk to Canvas with everything on your Mac, hearing, thinking, and speaking back. Nothing sent to the cloud. Best news, Canvas real-time session already supports multiple engines. OpenAI Grok, so local is a small new engine option. 2 things for you to decide. Details in the report. Your disk is my disk is 97% full. I already know that. Okay to spend 4 GB on models or start with the 0 download Ollama profile, and you are happy with local as an engine choice inside conversational AI rather than a 4th mode card recommended. Mode 3 is already taken by hybrid. I keep recording. I keep hitting the record button on stream and forgetting that I'm doing it. And then it makes a file that's like 300 gigabytes. And so my 1 terabyte drive is like completely full right now. Time for an ass buddy? Yeah, I agree. Let me delete a few things here. Ultimate shots. I would try closing it fully from the Mac menu and reopening it. It sounds like the MCP server is down for some reason. But I've never had that issue before. Let's just take a couple files away. Just delete a couple files, not a big deal. Damn, I don't really have that many major stream recording. I wonder where all this is. What have I done? Hey, while you were deleting stuff, unblock me on Twitch. Boris, just delete everything. just get rid of all of it. You don't need any of it. You don't need any of it. You're running out of dry space? Yes, I am. I'm 100% running out of dry space. You should release Canvas Windows, but it launches within NordNet. I'm gonna release Canvas for Windows, and the whole thing is it's going to be, like Johnny says, it's going to be open source. Don't worry, it's going to be fully open source. Canvas for Windows. And when you open it, it's only a Candy Crush ad. The whole screen is a Candy Crush ad. And that's it. That's all it has in there. Wait, what does it mean by local real time? What are you cooking up there? 3 hours in live. Hope you are not tired. Am I 3 hours in right now? I'm 3 hours and 18 minutes. This is a baby stream. We've gone far deeper. We've done 8-hour streams. Then the Candy Crush ad plays a Rickroll audio. I would not dare install a 24-hour one-shot slot to my Windows machine. Obviously, we're going to go through it a little bit. Yes, indeed. Max, you need to wake up. Oh my god. You guys are sick. You guys are really sick. All right, so essentially the local real time, Hugging Face put out a framework, okay? And you can plug in your own models, meaning you could plug in the ears, okay? You can plug in the brains, and you could plug in the text to speech. All right. So you can plug those models in that are running locally. You can plug them in from the cloud, and it handles putting them all together. We just don't know if it's any good or not. Supposedly it has interruption handling, which is nice. Like GBT Realtime has interruption handling. Supposedly it has like tool calling. So the Brain LLM can call tools the same way like a Claude Code Harness can call a tool to do like code writing or file creation or whatever, which is going to be important for it to be able to use the Canvas MCP server to control the canvas. Right? What version of Windows had a Candy Crush ad? I don't remember seeing one in Windows. Guys, can you can you please type a 1 in chat if you have seen a Candy Crush ad in Windows? I need backup here. I know you've seen it. Inside the start menu, you've definitely seen a Candy Crush or very similar ad inside of Windows. There's an awesome tool for Windows called WinDirStat that is a disk space visualizer. Easy to see what is taking up space and delete. Looks like there are a few Mac alternatives. All right, yeah, we've all seen the Candy Crush ad. We've all seen it. 1011 has in the Microsoft Store. Alrighty. All right. So we have headless mode dialed in across multiple agents. We have rail mode dialed in for the fleet on the right-hand side. We have... What else do we have? Oh, we have multiple Claude Max accounts dialed in. This is enough for a software update. We got to send the software update out. I have Nuketown being refined in the agentic loop. Okay. Call of Duty Nuketown in Ghibli style, made by Opus 5. It's already done one 12-hour loop. I'm guessing it's going to do another 12-hour loop right now. We have another Opus 5 agent looping on bringing Canvas to Windows, which is going to be another 12-hour loop. I have a loop running right now, turning the live stream into a banger YouTube video, which hopefully that gets posted today or tomorrow. I think we got to leave off there. There's nothing more I could do now. There's nothing more I could do now. Tomorrow we'll pop in at 10:30. We'll do I want to look at Flux 3 because I have early access to that. Black Forest gave me early access to that. So we'll look at Flux 3 together. We'll go over the Windows. If the Windows is finished, we'll go over what the Windows output was on the loop. We have literally 3 days to finish the iPhone app, which you guys haven't even seen. As I told you by the end of July, we were going to have the iPhone app at least in test flight. We have 3 days to finish that. What else have we got? I think that's pretty much it for now. I got to get some media posted on X, so we get some more people purchasing Canvas. That's it. That's all I got, guys. That's all I got. Tomorrow we'll do a live 6v6 of the Call of Duty Nuketown. That'll be a banger YouTube video. We have to unban Johnny on YouTube. We'll definitely get to that at some point for sure. You should make a YouTube video on showing how you run the loops to make the best vibe coding tasks. That's a good idea. Argo says you're killing it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. No Nuketown for today. It won't be done for 12 hours. Look at this. Legitimately, this will run for 12 hours. So it's 3 sub-agents done right now out of the 8 sub-agents that are working. After those 8 sub-agents are working, it's going to do its first review. Okay, so the review agent, it's going to do 4 review agents. Okay, and they're going to fail it. So they're going to say it's not good enough. And then they're going to make these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 build agents build it again. And that's going to happen like at least 4 times, maybe 8 times. And it will take around 12 hours, and it's probably going to do 20 million tokens. But we are also going to have the best Call of Duty Nuketown Ghibli-style clone of all time. And tomorrow we are going to have the most unreal stream playing it together live, looking at the Windows version live, etc., etc. You guys get the deal. If you haven't already, guys, go purchase yourself a lifetime license of CNVS over at cnvs.dev. It's the first link in the YouTube description down below. Other than that, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate being here. Banger stream, another banger stream. We've been averaging over 100 viewers every single day, which is absolutely crazy. We started this stream 70 days ago with legitimately three viewers, which is nuts. It blows my mind. I'm having a blast. We're getting a lot done. We got to just keep going. We got to just keep going. Lucky, I'll see you later. Thank you. Sarab, massive W. Thank you. Oscar, thank you, thank you, thank you. Garlic, I appreciate it. Felipe, thank you. Chad, thank you so much. Is it running Opus 5? And will that max out your next 2 5-hour usage limits? Yes, it will. But I'll just switch to the other plan. First 15 viewer over here, Harmon. Let's go. Someone, I'll see you later. Argo, see you later. Brandon Blue, peace out. Raw Gold ranks. Is it different pricing for the PC version, or do I just need the license wholly? I don't know how we're going to work it. Probably just need the license. Paint, I'll see you later. Chris, peace. Johnny, my guy, I'll see you. Delete-O-Matic, peace. Aura Intelligence, thank you for being here. Faloose, I use Hermes every single day. I use Hermes every single day. Zarian, I'll see you later. Paint, I'll see you in Discord.